Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Friday, January 6, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Atlanta Hawks vs Miami Heat. It has been a tumultuous season for the Atlanta Hawks. The team made a major move in the offseason, trading for guard Dejounte Murray from the Spurs to create one of the Eastern Conference's top backcourts, along with all-star Trae Young. The duo has combined to average over 46 points per game, along with 16 assists. The season soured, however, as rumors of discontent between Young and head coach Nate McMillan led to McMillan's dismissal. The Hawks are now led by Quinn Snyder and have gone 10-11 since he's taken over as head coach. The Hawks have struggled with consistency for much of the season and closed at 5-5 in the last 10 games. The Hawks have met the Heat 4 times this season, losing 3. In the season series, the Hawks averaged 114 points per game and shot an impressive 50% from the field. They turned the ball over an average of nearly 13 per game and had 36 rebounds per game. The Heat were able to hold both Young and Murray below their season production, with the duo combining to average 38 points per game in the 4 games, roughly 8 points under their combined average. The Miami Heat finished the 2021-22 season with 53 wins and was the top seed in the Eastern Conference. The Heat were eventually eliminated in 7 games, narrowly missing their second NBA Finals appearance in 3 seasons. This season, the Heat suffered through injury and the lack of depth to finish with 9 less wins and fell from the top seed to the 7th seed and a spot in the play-in tournament. Once again, the Heat are led by all-stars Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, but the pair combined to miss 25 games on the season. The Heat closed the year with 4 wins in their last 5 games to secure the 7th seed. The Heat now turn their attention to the postseason and a date with the Hawks in the first play-in game. The Heat were able to take 3 of the 4 games with the Hawks this season, including a perfect 2-0 in Miami. The Heat outrebounded Miami by an average of over 4 per contest and shot 50% from the floor and 36% from long range. Adebayo and Butler led the Heat, combining for just under 50 points per game in the 4 contests. The Heat will be at full strength for the playoffs, including point guard Kyle Lowry. Lowry missed 27 games this season, and his return should stabilize a Miami offense that averaged 14 turnovers per game versus the Hawks. Despite losing 3 of 4 games in the season series, the Hawks only lost by an average of just over 2 points per game. The Hawks will also have the services of Clint Capella in the paint, which should slow down Adebayo and keep him from his 25-point average against Atlanta this season. The Hawks shot well below their 3-PT average in the 4 games, from 36% to 30%. Even a slight bump in percentage will make a difference in a line like this. While Miami is 27-15 at home this season, the team is just 14-25 to Austrian shillings at home. The Heat are also just 3-7 at TS in their last 10 against teams in their division. Familiarity will keep this game tight and likely make this a one-possession game. Take Atlanta plus 5.5 points. Playoff basketball begins on Tuesday, and the refs have a tendency to swallow their whistle in big games. This results in less free throws and fewer points as the clock is stopped less frequently. Miami has hit the over in their past 5 games, but every game had a total considerably lower than this 226.5. The Miami defense will lock in and contain Trae Young and not let the Hawks get quick looks off his pick and rolls. Miami is at home and will look to control the pace of this game. The Heat ranked 29th in the league in tempo and 8th in defensive efficiency. Expect a strong showing from the Heat, which will result in this total staying under the number. Take the under. Minnesota Timberwolves vs Los Angeles Lakers. Minnesota won 3 straight and 7 of their last 10 to close the season, and their win over the Pelicans pushed them to the 8th spot in the West, giving them 2 potential chances to earn a playoff spot. The Timberwolves closed the regular season 42-40 and finished second in the Northwest Division, 11 games behind the Nuggets. Against New Orleans, Minnesota trailed by 12 after the opening quarter, by 8 at the half, and by as many as 14 early in the third quarter before rallying. The Timberwolves were down 1 with 4:21 to play before closing the game on a 12-6 run to earn the win. Minnesota shot 47.6% from the field, including 13 of 36 from three-point range, and overcame 17 turnovers in the win. Karl Anthony Towns had 30 points plus 8 rebounds to lead the way in the victory. For the year, Minnesota is 13th in the league in scoring offense with 115.8 points per game. The Timberwolves stand 23rd in rebounding by pulling down 41.9 boards a contest, while they are 8th in assists by handing out 26.2 dimes a contest. Minnesota has been below average on the defensive end of the floor as they are 18th in scoring defense by allowing 115.8 points per game. Anthony Edwards leads the team in scoring as he averages 24.6 points, 5.8 rebounds and 4.4 assists per contest. Karl Anthony Towns, 20.8 points, 8.1 rebounds, 4.8 assists, Mike Conley, 11.9 points, 6.7 assists, Rudy Gobert, 13.4 points, 11.6 rebounds, Jalen Nowell, 10.8 points, and Jaden McDaniels, 12.1 points, are decent secondary options on the offensive end of the floor. Taurean Prince, Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Kyle Anderson, Austin Rivers and Jordan McLaughlin are part of the rotation. The Timberwolves are third in the league in field goal percentage as they hit 49% from the floor as a team. Minnesota is 14th by splashing 12.2 three-pointers a night, while the team is 13th in three-point shooting by hitting 36.5% from beyond the arc. Los Angeles won 6 of their final 7 games and 9 of their last 11 to push themselves into the postseason field. The Lakers finished the year 43-39 and in the cellar of the Pacific Division, 5 games behind the Kings. Golden State's win Sunday pushed the Lakers down into the play-in tournament field. Against Utah Sunday, Los Angeles led by 6 after the opening quarter, by 9 at the half, and withstood Utah's efforts in the second half. The lead was just 2 with 3:53 to play before the Lakers closed the game on an 11-2 run to earn the win. Los Angeles shot 48.5% from the field, including 18 of 45 from three-point range, and won the rebounding battle 49-45. LeBron James led the Lakers with 36 points, 6 rebounds and 6 assists in the win. The Lakers are 6th in the league in scoring offense as they put up an average of 117.2 points per game. Los Angeles is 6th in rebounding with 45.7 boards per contest and 15th in assists with 25.3 per game. The Lakers stand 20th in the league in scoring defense as they allow 116.6 points per night. LeBron James is leading the team with 28.9 points, 8.3 rebounds and 6.8 assists per contest this season. Anthony Davis contributes 25.9 points, 12.5 rebounds and 2 blocks a night, while D'Angelo Russell chips in 17.8 points, 3 rebounds and 6.2 assists per contest. Minnesota closed the season strong, but they may have shot themselves in the foot with the way things unfolded in the regular season finale Sunday. Meanwhile, the Lakers are almost at full strength at this point in time with James and Davis back in the mix, along with the return of Russell. It's tough to see the Timberwolves hanging in on the road here without a couple of complementary pieces. Look for the Lakers to earn the win here and punch their ticket to a first-round matchup with Sacramento. Los Angeles Lakers minus 7.5 points. The 3 matchups this season between these teams saw the under go 2-1, with the teams averaging a combined 219.7 points per game. The Timberwolves already entered this one down 2 of their starters, a loss of 25.5 points per game on average. Over their final 8 games of the regular season, Minnesota scored 113 or less in all but 1 and 105 or less in 3 games. The Lakers' offense has done well down the stretch, but this is where things tighten up immensely, and you see the shot selections for some of the fringe guys becoming a bit scarcer. Between the teams there have been 81 games that have gone under. The under has gone 6-1 in the last 7 meetings between these two and 8-2 in the last 10. Take the under.